We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at first down here. Get to Harvey here from the pistol. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Second down, give to Harvey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. This throw is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Here we go on 4th, Nix. Waddle makes the catch. And they rally to him quickly, but he's got an 11-yard gain, Brock. That's enough to convert this 4th down. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you would better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
Getting out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Nix to throw. Target is there, but it is incomplete. Defender saying, not on my watch. Making a hit to force that to the ground. It's 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
To the air on 3rd and long. And no luck. That's incomplete, and that means it is 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Going for it on 4th, Nix. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him a possession.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Tight end in motion left. Here he is on 3rd and short. Tip drill, intercepted! Pat Surtain has it. And into the end zone he goes. A pick six for Denver. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. He's good on the attempt here. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Broncos 7, Cowboys nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Throw secured by George Pickett. Taken down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. And that's going to give Dallas the first down.
Of 15. First down, Cowboys.
Prescott will look to throw. Completes it again to Pickett. And they've got a first down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
A gain of 13 yards.
Now here's Prescott. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And this will be stopped just before the play reaches that 30-yard mark. Still a great game, Brock, and a new set of downs. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down here for Dak. And he has been sharper, and his teammates happy about that. 3 for 4 passing this series after throwing that interception. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Dak to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. To throw is Prescott. That one's complete, right side. And they're going to take him down just short of that marker. In that range, might we see them go for this 4th down? Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Aubrey puts it through. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. Hit there, and he's forced out. A gain of about 15 before it. It's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
It's Harvey straight ahead. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. Nix looking to throw. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. We'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Couple of yards on the catch, leaves them 2nd and 8. To throw, here's Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
From the red zone on 1st. And he can't escape. He goes down. A flag, though, down with him. Let's see. Did somebody hold up front, or is this marker going to wipe away that great sack? So now, following the penalty, here's 1st and goal. Dobbins has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a 1st down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
So from the 2, they're running a 3 tight end look. Running forward with Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down shy of not just the end zone, Brock, but that 1st down marker as well. So now offense facing an interesting 4th down decision.
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more movement than he did right there.
Leaving the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1. Going for it with Harvey. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone. So after that, we'll change ends of the field and change offenses. They'll take over when we begin the 4th. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. And that looked good for a moment, Brock, but the hit jars it free. That's going to bring up 2nd. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on third down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Dak to the air here. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. That is good for a Cowboy first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
We've played 3 quarters here already, and those look like some fresh legs defensively, getting after the quarterback, forcing him out of the pocket, and forcing another incompletion.
Second down. Here's Dak. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And that's going to give the Cowboys a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. That's caught by Williams. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Cowboys needing 4 points. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Prescott set to pass. To the middle, it's snared by Ferguson. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43.
And the Cowboy first down.
Here he is to throw. Rushes right there as he releases it. And it goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there. Get a second down.
That incompletion does one thing, Kate, gives everybody a chance to take a little breath really on both sides. And offensively in that huddle, I'm reminding my guys, play fast, but not in a hurry. Play fast, but never rushed.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Taken in by Williams outright. And outbounds he goes, so give them about half of what they needed. That's going to bring up second down.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated...
And he will score and give him the lead in the final minutes.
Complete to Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
And he shakes out the pressure and nails it. And now an opposing field goal will only tie us here.
Broncos 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. throw to the right, finds Waddle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw it. He's not going to be able to get rid of it. They got to him. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Throwing now. Escapes out to the left. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Tackle made at the
Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final
A gain
timeout.
of 7.
And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Desperation time here. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he's going to be all the way inside the 35 as they hit big on that 4th down play.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he's going to spike it here, 13 seconds left. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Pressure's going to get there, and he goes down. Looking fast as that clock ticks down.
A loss of 13 yards brings up 3rd down.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board.